Hey guys, it's Sam Gold from FieldGulls.com, and I'm back with my latest film breakdown. After having one of the worst games of his career last week, Russell Wilson completely redeemed himself versus the Buffalo Bills on Monday night. Earlier this week, I looked at his beautiful touchdown pass to Jimmy Graham, but I want to take an even deeper dive into his performance this week after watching the game tape. After starting the game with a couple of short completions where Wilson showed excellent accuracy, Wilson completed this 50-yard deep pass down the middle of the field to Doug Baldwin. There were three keys that made this play happen. The first was the play action. This totally confuses free safety Robert Blanton, opening up the middle of the field. It looks like he's expecting the Seahawks to execute one of their flood concepts, where Jimmy Graham will find the sideline soft spot between the zones. Instead, he is completely out of position in no man's land. The second key was Baldwin's corner post route. He used excellent footwork to turn the hips of cornerback Ronald Darby on his cut. The final key was a great throw by Russell Wilson down the middle of the field. This throw allowed Baldwin to catch the pass without being touched. Now I'm not entirely sure why Baldwin fell to the ground to catch this pass, because it seemed like he didn't have to dive. Regardless, the Seahawks scored on the very next play with a 3-yard run by Russell Wilson. The Bills put 9 defenders in the box, heavily predicting a running play. The Seahawks are one step ahead though. Instead of handing the ball off, Wilson kept the ball on a naked bootleg keeper, sprinting in the opposite direction. The backside linebacker 55 Jerry Hughes was responsible for the cutback lane. However, instead of containing Wilson on a potential bootleg, he sells out completely to chase down Christine Michael. This allows Wilson to keep the ball for the score. In this game, Wilson's connection with Jimmy Graham was back on display as Graham caught all 8 of his targets for 103 yards and 2 touchdowns. He did a great job of finding soft spots between zones. He even showed excellent athleticism to hurdle over defenders to keep drives alive. In addition to his first touchdown pass that I looked at earlier this week, he scored another one late in the second quarter. Just like in that play, Graham's left arm was held by the cornerback and he still was able to make a play on the ball. This is another excellent ball placement by Wilson to place the pass in only a spot that Graham could make a play. Free safety Robert Blanton clearly didn't have a good game as he was out of position again for another big play. Wilson only had 6 incompletions out of his 26 passes. One of those was on a deep streak route to Jermaine Kearse. At first, I thought this might have been defensive pass interference, but after careful review, I concluded that this was legal and definitely agree with the no call by the referees. Of Wilson's other incompletions, 3 consisted of throwaways while under pressure, while the other 2 were due to inaccuracy. I have to mention that one of them was while scrambling under pressure, so I wouldn't put the blame on Wilson, while the other pass was just too far inside for Kearse to make a play on the ball. From a general theme standpoint, it was the Bills' secondary that let the team down. The Bills' front 7 did a great job all night stopping the Seahawks' running game, holding them just to 33 yards and 12 carries. They even sacked Wilson 4 times and contained him in the pocket. On Sunday night, the Seahawks play the New England Patriots. If the Seahawks get this version of Russell Wilson, they definitely have a chance in this game. Well, that's all I have for you today. Follow me on Twitter at SamRGold. If you want more breakdowns of your favorite players, come to FieldGulls.com for our latest articles.